Good evening. So, we will be continuing from chapter 23 of the Uddhav Gita. We had completed till verse 11, and the last two verses, Uddhava has asked Shri Krishna a question about the existence of the two, that is, the Atma on one side and the material world on the other side. So, he has asked this question. The question was, which of these has a relative existence? So Sri Krishna is going to give Uddhava the answer today. We are doing Uddhav Gita, chapter 23, verse 12. The Lord said, so long as the self is related to the body, the organs and the pranas, relative existence, even though unreal, has a semblance of reality for the undiscriminating man. Now, this sentence will tell you that the reason why you experience this world so much in everyday existence of yours. You experience your body, you experience the going ons around you. That means, let us say, if there is anything that is happening in this world, maybe a fight taking place, maybe wars happening, the pandemic happening, you name it, all these things that are happening right around us is experienced by you. And does the experience sound to you as if it is unreal? No. On the contrary, it appears so real to you. The body itself is unreal. But if I were to pinch you, you are definitely going to get hurt. Right? Your parents calling you some names or saying that you are such a bad person, or your wife or husband having a fight with you, your children calling you names, your boss calls you whatever he or she feels like. So in this world, things that are happening continuously. People are dying. There is a child born. You have seen people dying in this pandemic. And yesterday's score has exceeded quite a lot. 84,000 people are now ill. Now, whenever this kind of a thing happens, it affects a human being badly. Anything can happen. While walking on the street, somebody meets with an accident, a boulder falls on someone, the ship got stuck up. There are military coups happening in this world. There's a shortage of money. Some people don't have funds. They are running from pillar to post trying to get some money. Some people don't get water to drink. How many problems can I talk about, and how many good things can I talk about? Some people have got an increment in their salary, even during these times. Somebody got a baby. Somebody is getting married. All these instances, they are literally affecting that individual and the people around. So Sri Krishna is telling Uddhava that the self which is related to the body, there is a self which is related to this body, the organs and the pranas. See, though the self is actually not related to anything and anybody, sorry, but yet it has relative existence. It believes that I am in this body. So the self which experiences the body, your body, my body, everybody, physically you feel it, experience it with its organs, whatever, eyes, ears, nose, everything. We experience the hurt also. Suppose you cut yourself or you stumble and fall, that also you experience. All this is experienced by the self, and that is why it is called relative experience. So in the relative existence of the self being inside the body, supposedly, even though it is unreal, actually it is not so, but you feel it, you are emotionally attached to it. Look at it this way. Now you are carrying a purse with you, all right? Now there is a credit card inside that or a debit card inside that. You go to a store and you order something over there. Now you might have gone to buy some clothes or something like that, or maybe grocery. And you come to the billing counter and you are supposed to pay them the money. You open your purse expectantly, thinking that the credit card or the debit card is there inside. Unfortunately, you have forgotten to take the card from the table, from your house. Were you not thinking that the card was with you all the time? It was as if you thought in your own world, the card is anyway there with me. So let me go and buy the things. In a similar manner, you are wearing a pair of garments, maybe a t-shirt or something like that. And there is a tear behind. There's a tear behind. You actually don't know anything about it. But the whole day you go about it, having no clue that there is a tear in the t-shirt. At the end of the day, when you remove the t-shirt and you see the tear over there, you say, oh my God, this tear has been there. But you are not aware of it. So I have given you two extremes. Once where the object itself never existed and yet you thought the object existed. And in the second place, second example, the object was there, that means the tear was there in the fabric and you did not know about it. Both these instances will tell you that there was a relative existence of that item. The credit card in the first place and the idea that there is, my t-shirt is fine. So this is the way in which you actually experience the self, though it is not there. It is unreal. This body by itself is unreal, but you feel it is there. Even though unreal, has a semblance of reality for the undiscriminating man. The existence of the body or the existence of the self in the body, both the cases, appears for the undiscriminating man. Undiscriminating means one who does not know about God. He doesn't have any clue about the real and the unreal. Discrimination means to know the real from the unreal. In spiritual terminology, discrimination means to know the real, that is God, from the unreal, that is this world. Both of them seem to have an existence, but nobody knows. So the undiscriminating person is a person who has no clue about anything, which accounts for 99% of the people in the world. They have absolutely no clue. They feel the world is so real. So many things are happening to me. I was listening to a podcast where the person says, I have been at home for the last 1 year, and the only person, and this person is a media personality, he's always in front of the television, cameras and movies and this and that, so many things. And this person says, because I cannot go out of the house because of this pandemic, I am staying indoors. And even then he had got COVID, by the way. So he says, the only person, though I have my wife and children and the dogs and everybody at home, but yet I have to talk to my psychiatrist. I have to talk to my doctor. I have to tell him what is my problem in life. I am not able to go out. The whole world is at home. They are not going through any of these issues. But this man going through all these things. He's got that, anxiety, he's got this, he's got ADHD, and God knows what all things he's got. And he recounts it as if he's got everything in the world. But everybody is at home. Everybody should be going to a shrink, isn't it? But this man feels it. He experiences it. This is the unreal thing which a human beings experience. They don't have any clue. See, they have absolutely no clue. Though it is there. And it is not there, and yet they think it is there. Both cases. In both the cases. This is how the world is. Relative existence. Just because you think it is there, it appears for you. See, it is like the ghost. Somebody says that house is haunted. Or the mother says, don't go to the kitchen. There is a ghost in the kitchen. She doesn't want you to eat those savories, That is why she's told you, there's a ghost in the kitchen. Don't go over there. And the child is afraid. He doesn't go there. He has created the ghost in his mind. It's an unreal thing. And the mother has told him that there is something. So in his mind, that object exists. So this is where the whole problem lies in the material world. So Shri Krishna is saying, an undiscriminating man has absolutely no understanding. He creates in the existence. He says, yes, it is there, or yes, it is not there. Both ways. So we move to the next verse. So we are doing chapter 23, Uddhav Gita, verse 13. Even though this universe is unreal, this man never misses having relative existence. As one given to thinking of sense object experiences troubles in dreams. So this man has absolutely no idea that the universe is unreal. For him, all this chimera is just appears. It is there in front of him. It has taken a solid appearance in his world. He believes that that object is there. and that object appears there for that person. So even though this universe is unreal, the man never misses having relative existence. He always believes that there is something. The world exists. And some people believe the self exists. Both of them are saying the same thing. For one, the world is there, and for the other, the self is there. Now, for both these people, there is a existence which is relative in nature. How does a person know that? It is exactly like when a person gets married, or when a person finds a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whoever, they believe the person is in love with me. I love them, that person loves me. And they forge a bond of marriage, togetherness. They will shoot pictures, they'll post them in various medias. They do a lot of things. They'll exchange rings, they'll exchange garlands, they will put Mangal Sutra in India. All kinds of things happen. It is supposed to be an unbroken bond, by the way. But in few months, it has deteriorated to the level you cannot even imagine. And this is unimaginable by any yardstick. Exactly like a relationship. The relationship of a child with the mother or the father. How many people in this world say, my father and my mother told me you are an unwanted child. We did not want you, but you were born. What to do? So your mother gave birth to you. Here the relative existence is, they think that they have conceived. Did you get the point? This husband and this wife believes, or maybe the girlfriend and the boyfriend, whoever it might be, they believe that they were responsible for the birth. And they take the onus on their head saying, I am responsible. What they fail to understand over here is, there is someone higher than them who is actually planning this whole thing together. But they say this was an unwanted birth. How ridiculous is that? Who are you to say that there is a wanted birth or an unwanted birth? Everything happens by the will of God and the person has forgotten. And that is why for them, that is a kind of an existence which is called the relative existence. As one given to thinking of sense object, experiences troubles in the dreams. See, in the dream, you feel you get a lot of troubles. You meet some ghosts in your dream. You meet dead people. You maybe see your own boss literally shouting at you in your dream. And sometimes you are not able to control. And maybe you start crying in a dream. Don't you? And sometimes the situation is so hilarious that you start laughing. Have you not experienced this? But when you open your eyes, is that thing actually there? It's not there. It was just a dream. So this existence which is actually unreal doesn't actually exist, yet you are living a dream, and that is why you experience it. There are people who will do anything in this world to prolong their life. There are lots of people who want to prolong their life, a couple of years. Some women and some people also, they will go and do these Botox injections here and there. God knows what all things they do. They want to look younger. They will do makeup. They will put on fancy clothes. You know, what they don't seem to understand, that something strange has occurred now. I'll give you a news which is come up. There are 38 different kinds of chemicals which did not exist 10 years ago or 20 years ago, now found inside the blood of a woman and the unborn child. So if a woman is pregnant, there are 38 different kinds of chemicals which you cannot even think of existing in that woman as well as the child. How did they come about? You know, they came about because of a lot of things. They identified that 16 chemicals came from the, all the makeup that a woman does. Imagine 1/3 of the chemicals are coming from the makeup that they do. 1/3 of those chemicals are coming from the food that they eat. All the unwanted fatty food, unwanted, absolutely useless food that the person eats. Junk food and all that. And remaining 1/3 comes from the plastic bags, the clothes which are those, polyester clothes, and those kind of things. You go to the market and you pick up a polyester bag, or you bring your bread or something like that in a plastic bag. You know that, don't you? That contains those chemicals. And these PFS, these chemicals cause changes in the human being. Amazingly, these are the same chemicals which makes a person, a human being, a man, impotent. Imagine that. And now when I told you all these things, from tomorrow onwards, do carry extra bags with you, plastic bags. Put all the makeup that you want in this world. The people that are associated with you are going to get affected because of this. And then the lobby which is there will say, no, our makeup kits are very nice. Our plastic bags they are very good. Nothing happens. What nothing happens? You are not able to conceive. The baby is born, maybe autistic. There are 101 problems that come about because of this. Now tell me, what is real and what is unreal? This world itself is unreal. And yet it appears so real to you. So you will have to meet the psychiatrist or the psychologist or God knows who they are. I have to meet. I have to take the medicine. I cannot sleep in the night. I should take those medicines. Half of the world, in India you will find that most of the people don't sleep. I find some of my disciples at 4 o'clock in the morning also they are on their phone. My boss gave me work, I have to work at 4 a.m. in the morning. You are not even catering to American or, any other European audience. You are still catering to your local audience and yet you want to work at 4 a.m. in the morning. That means the whole evening they have been working and then the next morning also they are working. How unreal is that? How stupid can that be? This is the problem with our world. This world appears real to these people. 99.9, I'll increase it to 0.9 also. 99.9% of these people think the world is so real. Actually, it's an unreal experience. It's unreal, absolutely unreal. This is what Krishna has told you in the last two verses. This world is unreal, and yet, like idiots, people think it is real. And this dream appears so true, isn't it? So we move to the next verse. We are doing chapter 23, Uddhav Gita, verse 14. As a dream is a fruitful source of troubles to a sleeping man, but is no more deludes him when he awakes. I explained just now. In the dream, you see a lot of things happening. Maybe murders, maybe hauntings, you see dead people, you see so many things in your dream. I have people who will come and tell me their dreams, and they will say, and they will be angry because of the dream. I have gone through this where people will be angry even during daytime because the dream is real. Actually, the dream is all unreal. But yet, they are not able to overcome their mind. Their mind is become so strong that it appears to them as real. And then they are waiting for those incidents to happen. Yeah, I told you, this appeared in my dream. Okay. You are Nostradamus. You know the future. The future appears to you. So Krishna is saying, all this is unreal. The dream itself is unreal. When you wake up, the dream disappears. Please accept this statement. The dreams are actually unreal. Likewise, this material world is like a dream. It appears real to you because you are still not woken up. You know what you have not woken up from? You have not woken up from your relative existence. You still feel everything. I have at least a couple of people in my world who will say, I'm fed up of this world. I'm fed up of this world. Every day, why do I have to listen to this? I am fed up of this world. Actually, the world itself is not there. But why are you fed up with this world? Because it appears real to you. Got the point? You see, I'll give you one example. Many years ago, you were supposed to go for, some great degree, engineering degree, doctor or something like that. And you never went. Never went. Why? Because you are a duffer. You couldn't even attempt those examinations. And the whole world told you you are an incompetent. Why? You couldn't even appear for this examinations, and when you appeared, you failed. They will say, we paid so much money for you to appear for the entrance and you failed in the entrance. What kind of a person are you? And then you have become some, local kind of a graduate, BSc, BA, BCom or something like that. You have become like Chalu type of graduate. But today you have become so famous and so great. You have become a CEO of a company. You have been a startup also. God knows what all things. And now you are making millions. And then that thing appears like a dream. Good thing I didn't do that, examination. Why? Because if I would have done that, then I would be earning in, some company I would be working. Maybe I would have gone to America or South America or God knows where. And then I would be there. Maybe China also. Who knows? But today, I am a billionaire because I just did my graduation. That became unreal to him. His not getting entry was so real to him, he was fed up of everybody calling him an idiot. But now it has become, see, I didn't do, that is why today I struggled and I came up. So did you get this point? This is called relative existence. Things appear, disappear, appear, disappear, appear, disappear. Like your girlfriends. They will come, they will go, come and go, come and go. Isn't it funny? Huh? And everybody thinks, oh, that guy is so handsome, See, look at his muscle. What muscle are you looking at? It's ridiculous. That girl looks so beautiful. Every girl looks beautiful, sir. You open any TikTok and all those nonsensical channels, you will find everybody looks beautiful. And everybody is so handsome, you know. Everybody has got some Ferrari, this, that. What? This is all unreal. It is like a dream. Please accept it. But even if Krishna comes and tells you it is a dream, still you will think, no, it is real. Krishna, you are unreal. You are just a dream. You see, you are not standing here in front of me. You are telling lies to me. You are not there, okay? But this real world, I have to go tomorrow morning. I have to earn my living. That's what they feel. Got it? So we go to the next verse. So we are doing chapter 23, Uddhav Gita, verse 15. Grief, joy, fear, anger, greed, infatuation, desire, etc. are well as the birth and the death are observed to belong to egoism and not to the Atma. Very beautiful statement. The grief that you experience. Oh my God, this one died, yesterday she was there, today he died. He died, she died, everybody died. My neighbor, he got COVID, he died. Death, that is what he says. Grief comes on the whole family. Now who is going to look after us? The earning member of the family is dead, Now there is nobody to look after us. 10 years later, go fast forward. Fast forward 10 years later. Oh, that, he died, doesn't matter. I have remarried, Now I am very rich and fine, of course. My children, they are well settled. Oh, is it? Congratulations. Then that problem which you had, that grief. Yeah, I felt it, very bad. But now I have got a good husband, or now I have got a good wife. It's okay. That grief also is fake. People will cry. There was a movie called Rudali in India. These are professional criers. Professional criers. When somebody dies in the family, you pay them money, they will come over there, the kind of acting that they will do, as if you think that, oh my God, somebody is dead. You have to show the world. One day I had gone for a funeral. Okay, funeral in the sense, I think the person was already dead. I went the next day, I think. So the woman sitting in the house, she was busy eating something nicely. She was eating something and sitting over there and enjoying a meal. And suddenly she saw this, me and somebody else coming. Immediately she put the thali at the side and started, my husband, he died. After some few minutes, she was back to eating. We were sitting over there. And then we were chatting away to glory. Then somebody else came. Immediately the plate went at the side and she started crying again. How fake can this world be? Grief, all fake. Joy, the joy that is there evaporates in 1 minute. Did you get a raise? Yes. I got a 10,000 rupees raise. Very good, very nice. Congratulations. And then this guy is feeling very mighty pleased. I got 10,000 rupees. Later on, he meets his colleague. Hey, how much did you get? What you got, I got. Yeah. What was that? I got 25,000 rupees raise. My goodness, that fellow told me I got 10,000 rupees and he said it's very good. But he gave you 25,000 rupees increase. That joy which was there is so time bound, The moment you come to know, भला उसकी कमीज मेरे कमीज से सफेद कैसे? Sorry, Hindi. They say, why is his shirt brighter than mine? It's a line, punchline from one ad. That is what happens to human beings. You feel that your wife or your husband is so good looking, and the neighbors, daughter or son get married, and they have a very hot looking man or a woman that they get married to. So, oh, you see the whole point? The joy which you experience is so temporary that it doesn't last for, it goes away. And yet you think the joy is real. Oh, I got a baby boy. We are going to name him Sunny Deol or something like that, or Amitabh. Oh, is it? Why? Because in childhood only he started doing like this. Is it? 2.5 kilo ka haath. And just imagine, this is what people do. They're so happy with that child. And then the child, he will keep them busy throughout the night, no sleep. And then that fellow, you go to the market, buy those, all those nappies, go again, buy again, go again, buy again. And then so many problems. Oh, we had to put him in the hospital for some problem that he had and this. Oh, goodness gracious. The same baby is a pain in the rear. And then you feel like garroting it. Why? Baby, you were very happy with it, but that joy lasted only for one day. And the mother is in pain. And this joy is so temporary. Krishna is saying grief, joy, fear. The fear of losing something or the fear of gaining something or something like that is so much there. There are paranoid people in this world. They will put double, triple, 4 masks on top of each other and they will go out. They will take special care. They will be going and washing their hands 100 times. And they will cover themselves and they won't touch anybody. They will say, Namaste from far. Why? Because we should not shake hands, And then 2 months later, they end up in coronavirus. But I took so much care of myself. Is it? That fear which was there it already created an opening for coronavirus to enter into your bloody brain. Who is this person who is creating this? Your own mind. Got the answer? Your mind has created this boogie for something. And it has made that thing enter. Why? If I don't do this, I won't get that. The fear is there. I have to pay the bribe, otherwise work doesn't get done. The fear is there. If you have this world, if you consider this world as unreal, why are you afraid? Greed. How much of greed is there in this world? Every day you will find there are so many greedy people around. The price of gold had fallen down in the last 15 days, okay? Every gold shop had so many customers. Unimaginable number of customers. Chock-a-block. When you are driving down from here, you can see all those shops, chock-a-block filled with customers. Are they going to eat gold tomorrow? When there will be no food in this world, what gold are you going to have? What is that gold going to do? That gold is never yours. Please understand this. If you are dying, you have to leave it for somebody else. You think my mother has given me so many sovereigns of gold. I don't know what a sovereign is, but because I have never bought any gold in my life, so I don't know much about it. But I have to have so many sovereigns of gold, so many tolas and so many these grams and God knows what all things. Oh, this is the latest design I have to buy. Latest design? It doesn't look latest from any angle. But latest. I have to buy this design because it is so important. And nowadays, all this has happened in WhatsApp, Facebook, everywhere. They're selling gold, jewelry, clothes, you name it. They'll sell tomorrow camels and elephants also, I think. It is all unreal. But that greed to have those things is so real. Today, accidentally, one image came in front of me. I was writing something and the image came in front of me. People who hated dogs from the bottom of their heart have got two dogs at home. You see, it's very easy to own a dog. Very easy. Because, see, I was a dog lover. Now I don't have. But as a youngster, I had 8 dogs. 8 dogs. And yes, lot of people to look after also. So it was not a problem. But if you are a young couple and if you have even one single dog, one or one cat, you can't leave the house and go. Even if you have one fish, that greed of yours to own a fish or a parrot or a dog or a cat binds you to that house, to that person, to that dog. You have to find a vet. You have to find everything for that dog or the cat or bird or whatever. You have to feed it properly. Greed. You have greed for everything. Infatuation. He loves me not. He loves me not. What? There, this world is only filled with infatuation. And infatuation itself is unreal, by the way. Krishna is saying all these things: grief, joy, anger, greed, infatuation, and the last, most important, the dangerous one, desire. I have a desire, that I want to do this. I want to get married. I want to settle down. I want to have babies. They find some nincompoop, they get married, and the first child turns out to be maybe, having some issue. Their entire life goes waste. Now they have to look after that child. They can't go out anywhere. Why? Just like the dog. You can't go out because the dog is there at home. You have to take the dog with you in the car, in the plane, in whatever. Or you have to find a place where you can keep the dog for a few days. Isn't it ridiculous? You yourself can't look after your own body and you are taking care of somebody else. This is desire, worst kind of desire that you may have. I want this and I want that. Krishna says, grief, joy, fear, anger, greed, infatuation, desire, as well as birth and death. Oh, I got one baby. Birth. That birth itself or the death itself. Yesterday I told you all the story of Abhimanyu. His mother was crying, his wife was crying, his father was crying. And Krishna says, what are you crying for? He was born and he died. That body is dead. He is still there. But that nobody understands. A common man doesn't understand anything. 99.9% of the people go through pain and misery because of birth and death. So, they are observed to be. They belong to egoism. All this belongs to the ego in you. Anger, greed, you name it. All these things that I named. Grief, joy, fear, anger, greed, infatuation and desire, birth and death. All this belongs to your ego. I am like this. I am the greatest. I am like that. People have that habit of, seeing through them, like that. One slap by Maya and your ego will be destroyed. I have seen people who think no end of themselves. They may be some great people. But one stroke of Bad luck to them. Finished. Their careers are destroyed. Their life is destroyed. Everything is destroyed. Take the case of the person who was the owner of Apple. He was so sick. He paid so much of money to be alive. He couldn't be alive. You can go and do whatever you feel like. You can't. If the body has to die, it has to die. But that ego was still so strong. It's the ego which makes you come back again and again and again. Destroy that ego. Don't get angry. Don't get upset. Don't have the greed. Krishna is telling, none of these things belong to the Atma. And yet you are so much interested in it. Why are you angry? Why do you have this joy? Why do you have this sorrow? Why is it that you have grief? Why do you think that you have fear in you? What makes you think that you were born and you died? You may not be dead, but you will be dead very soon. Some of you will be dead tomorrow. Some of you will be dead 100 years later. Who knows? I don't care. Krishna is saying all that belongs to your ego. And then he says, it doesn't belong to the Atma. Atma is immortal. So, it's very sad to see everybody so much engrossed in it. So, we move to the next verse now. We are doing chapter 23, Uddhav Gita, verse 16. The jiva, identifying itself with the body, the organs, the prana, the mind, of which he is the self, and assuming a form made up of tendencies and activities, travels under the sway of God, hither and thither, in relative existence, called by various names such as the Sutra and Mahat and so on. The moment you identify yourself with this body of yours, this body belongs to me. People say, no. If I say something to you, immediately you're going to get very upset. You will say, how can you talk to me like this? You are identifying yourself with the body. Who do you think you are? When people come to me, I can only look at their pathetic experiences. They feel it. They go through the misery of their life. You can see them totally buckling over in their life like this. They're totally dead. There is no life in those people. And they're apologetic about the whole thing. Sorry. What are you sorry about? You have taken so much of onus of this body on yourself. The jiva identifying itself with the body, the organs, the prana and the mind. These are the same people who think, I have to do yogasana, I have to do pranayama, I have to do kriya yoga. Sir, none of this belongs to you. Neither the mind, nor the body, nor your pranas, nor your senses, nothing is yours. It is all unreal. What are you trying to do? You are trying to exercise your unreal body? Doesn't that sound ridiculous to your own ears? And here Krishna is telling you, Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru, they say. Can anybody be greater Guru than Krishna? No, but yet you will follow every other Guru in this world. No, you have to do some Kriya. You have to do some yoga. You have to do some pranayama. You have to do everything. Here Krishna is saying all that is fake. The jiva identifying itself with the body, the organs, the pranas, the mind of which he is the self. He identifies. I am that. That is why he suffers. Imagine, thousands of years ago, when this whole world was created, was man living for 10,000 years? Yes. I was just now seeing a video where there is a Baldev temple. Baldev means brother of Krishna. You know that. Balarama. His temple is there. Now his wife was from the first Yuga. First Yuga, she was 10 feet tall. The Panditji was explaining. She was 10 feet tall. And Balarama himself was like that and 10 feet tall. Now, so that she should not be taller than him, he banged her and made her 8 feet. People in olden times, they say, lived for 10,000 years. Isn't it amazing that these people never knew about Kriya Yoga or Hatha Yoga or Pranayama or any of these things? Okay, now you may say, but they knew, it is written in the Vedas. Sir, those people may be in America or South America. 10,000 years ago, they knew about it. They don't know you from Adam. They don't know Vedas. They don't know anything. You go to America, how many people know about the Vedas? You think the Europeans know about it? You think the South Americans know about it? You go to Japan, Chan Buddhism. You go to China, you go to Russia. The Chinese and the Russians are communist. They don't believe in any god. What yoga are they doing? They do kung fu. Ooh. And yet, here, people are so much engrossed in this kind of a thing. What are you doing, man? You're breathing in this horrible air, coronavirus air. Try doing all that. Nothing gets cured. Krishna is saying, the moment you identify yourself with this body of yours, you are finished. The jiva identifying itself with this body, the organs, the pranas and the mind. Did I not tell you about that actor who has ADHD, ABCD, XYZ and all those diseases, that he has to talk to the psychiatrist every day? Why? Pandemic, I am staying at home, I have to talk to him. He's created those diseases in his own mind. That is what he says. The moment you identify yourself with that, you will have that. That disease itself will appear. I can guarantee you one thing. I want you to think about this. Okay? Look at your hand. Okay? 5 minutes you look at your hand, whichever hand that you want or whichever finger that you want to, and say, it is hurting, it is paining, it is paining, it is paining, it is paining. 5 minutes later, that hand will pain. It is psychological. 50% of the people in India go for the back surgery. Why? And on top of it, they will tell me what, oh, the insurance company is paying. There are people in this world, in my life, I have met at least 10 of them who had these back problems, and I looked at them and I said, what nonsense are you talking? Everybody has the S1, S2, S3, T1, T2, T3. This is that vertebra and all that. Everything is gone. Why? Today's day and age, everybody is going through hell. You create that disease and then you feel the pain, and the pain becomes so strong that you wallow in it. That is what Krishna is saying. You identify yourself with the body, the organs, the prana and the mind, of which he believes the self is in that. Assuming a form made up of tendencies and activities. You assume, these are my tendencies. I always get angry, You get angry? That is your tendency. Tendency itself is unreal. Who told you have anger? No, I have anger issues. I am taking this medicine for anger issue. My father and mother were like that. That is why I also became like that. You have put a label on top of your forehead over here. I have tendencies. And the tendencies gets literally embossed in your body. Yes, you have the tendency. You can drink, you can smoke, you can do this, and you can. I have the tendency. What? Smoking tendency. You have accepted it, that is why it appears for you. I have to take a drink, in the evening. Otherwise, I cannot go out. Why? You have accepted it. That is why it is sticking to you. You have accepted this body like that. You have accepted the tendencies. That is why you have accepted the activities. Activities, very funny activity. I have one aunt. You know what she says? When I have to, see, I only have to go to the loo when I eat one banana. The banana makes me go to the loo. What, banana is one button or what? It comes on and you have to go to the loo. You should get your head examined. But no, for them that is true. That is what people think, I have to go and smoke. Why? Otherwise I can't think. I have to take a drink, otherwise, I feel very upset. These activities of yours, they have got embossed in your body. And you start believing that that is who you are. Krishna is saying, this is what happens to you. Under the sway of God. And travels under the sway of God. The moment you accept it, the big boss upstairs says, okay, tathastu. You travel with it. Now you have all the problems in the world. Yes, you cannot do anything without doing the yoga. So please get up in the morning and start doing the yoga. Do your breathing exercise. Otherwise your day will be horrible. The God upstairs, Krishna himself says, tathastu ja. Do it. Or you think you have anger issues? Tathastu. Yes, you have anger issues. And they become real for that person. This world itself is unreal, in which you are having unreal diseases, unreal problems, and you make them real. It's like the pink unicorn. FSB. FSM. Flying spaghetti monster. It appears real. Pink unicorn. Sir, there is no unicorn. And on top of it, you are still thinking that there is a pink color unicorn? It's so ridiculous, isn't it? You believe you are the body and now you believe you have a disease. So, tathastu, have the disease. Accept it. Go, pray to that flying spaghetti monster. Make him your God. Hither and thither in relative existence. That is why if you start accepting things like this, you will be born again and again and again and again and again. There is no release for you. Go start believing in all the utter nonsense that is there around you. And that is why they call it by various names. Sutra, Mahat, and so on. Mahat, Narayana, remember? Unmanifest, manifest, unmanifest, manifest. I don't want to explain that again. Go listen to my old satsangs, you will understand. Why do you think it is so? It appears because you accept it. You accept the unreal as real. And that is the why you suffer. The reason why you suffer is because you accept things. That this is what it is, this is who I am, and all because of your ego. And Krishna says, you want to enjoy that body? Go ahead and be my guest. Enjoy. You are sick? Go ahead, enjoy the sickness. You are having a problem? Go ahead, enjoy having those problems. When you accept it, Krishna himself sanctions them to you. Because you are such a fickle-minded person. A fickle-minded person with a big fat ego who believes there is a problem in my life. And the problem becomes real. This is how relative existence comes into the picture. So you can go ahead and do whatever yogas you want. You can become a Kriya Yogi. You can do pranayama. You can do whatever you feel like. It is going to appear real to you. So we have come till verse 16. We will stop over here, and at the end of this week, we will be starting verse 17 onwards. Tomorrow morning, we will be having the Bhagavad Gita Satsang. We are continuing the Bhagavad Gita where we left morning and in the afternoon also. So I'll see you all in the morning, hopefully, unless and until the world is unreal, it becomes real to you. So see you all, take care, bye.